Greetings, Aquarians, and welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. This is going to be a mid-monthly reading for the month of June 2017 for those of you who are born in the sign of Aquarius. The spirit guide has already been invoked, and I've already anointed the cards, and I've already shuffled the cards quite a few times to make sure that I give you a clean and honest reading. Aquarian family members, I do see where you're in a really, really good place. You're in a really good place. Like, you're in a place where if you just maintain your focus right now, and if you just do what you're doing, you're going to have some good stuff. In fact, those of you that have been interested in love, I also see love as part of your good stuff that's happening for you right now. Some of you Aquarians are coming from a good place as well, coming from a good place emotionally. So some of you are coming from a good place, and sometimes the way the particular spread is arranged, the spirit lays the cards out to say, it tells a story. And part of the story has to do with you being in a good place and coming to a good place. And part of it has to do with coming to a good place because you're in a good place emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually. And so you're attracting to yourself so many of the good things in life. Aquarian family members, I do see where love is being offered to you. This is good. So those of you that are dealing with a nice little relationship right now, this is a good thing. This is good. This is good. This is good. However, be mindful and be protective of the positive elements of this love relationship so that it does not turn into an unhealthy relationship, because there is an unhealthy relationship in your future. And when I say in your future, I mean it's something that you're going to have to deal with. So some of it, you know, right in your center, there's good love, there's rich love, it's beautiful, it feels good, it's wholesome. But some of you are going to have to make a choice. And some of you are going to have to exercise some of your own options. You're going to have to look at life, and you're going to have to make a choice which one you want. And so this is a good, rich time for you. And Aquarians, this is a time of exercising your options and making the right choice. So we're gonna wait, and we're gonna see how the Spirit's gonna lay out some more cards and give us some more information that's going to help us as we move forward. Some of you are coming out of a relationship thing where, like, some of you are coming out of a pain, some of you are coming out of an emotional loss, and that's okay. That's part of life. I understand that. Aquarians, I do see where the Spirit is advising that some of you would benefit greatly from a road trip. Some of you would benefit greatly from a little short distance trip. In addition to the short distance trip physically, the short distance trip is also going to give you some clarity of mind, and it's also going to give you some control over your next step. It's going to help you get, you know, sometimes distancing ourselves just a little bit. You don't have to do major distancing, but just distancing ourselves from our decisions or our choices. Sometimes by stepping back, we get an actual chance to look closer. So the Spirit is showing me that. The Spirit is also showing me that some of you are being offered love. You do not want it. You are not interested. Interesting. Some of you do need to be encouraged. The Spirit is showing me a card that says that some of you have been experiencing sleepless nights. Some of you have been experiencing some distress. And the Spirit wants you to know that that's going to come to an end very soon. Some of you are being advised, some of you Aquarians are being advised to go back to some training that you need to get. Go back to some education, some schooling, some either certification, licensure, or something like that. But there's some education stuff that you need to finish that you did not finish, and you actually are not that far from finishing it. Aquarians, as I look at your center, I see where beautiful, good stuff, really, really nice stuff. Some of you are going to have some financial challenges as far as, you know, you are being reminded, I should say. The Spirit is reminding you, watch your money, watch your saving, you know, get a little budget plan together. But the Spirit is saying that you're coming to a good place of recognition. So whatever you're doing, and whatever type of association you're having with people, you're getting ready to be recognized. If you're not experiencing it right this minute, then you can expect that it's going to happen definitely in the not too distant future. And the Spirit is also saying, whatever you're doing, you are mastering it, because the Spirit sees you as the master of your destiny. And the way this particular card is laid out, this particular card indicates you have everything that you need. You don't have to go anywhere. You have everything that you need. And you are going to emerge as the master of your destiny. Just be mindful of your savings and your resources. That's all. Just be mindful of that. And some of the best people and some of the best intentioned or the best intended people, or the people with the best intentions, I should say, some of those people have great difficulty with budgeting, and so they refer to a financial planner, etc., etc. Some of you Aquarian family members are getting ready to deal with, or are dealing with, or are involved with some three-way, some love affair. And see, this is connected to that unhealthy relationship. There's a three-way relationship. There's some stuff going on that needs to be clarified, Aquarians, and that's part of the choice that you have to make. Perhaps you are involved in it, and you know you're involved in it. You're part of the three-way. You're the conscious part. You're the conscious member of the three-way. And so the Spirit Guide is saying that this is a time for you. You're getting ready to have to make a choice about that. The Spirit is showing me that. And part of the reason why you have to make a choice about it is because it's just not fair. It's just not right to continue with a three-way when you know better, Aquarians. In addition to that, this three-way love relationship is also distracting you from paying attention to your future. This three-way, and I have to repeat that, this three-way, this relationship drama, and it's not drama, I shouldn't say drama, but this relationship dynamic is taking away from you looking at your future positions and where you want to go in your future. So Aquarians, be mindful of that. Okay. This is not a time to, once again, the Spirit is always right. Once again, the Spirit is showing me this unhealthy relationship requires you to make a choice. Look at that. It's in two different positions. You exercising options, you making a choice. The choice is yours, Aquarians. You are going to emerge with strength. You are going to have the strength to make the right decision, and it's going to take strength. In addition, it's going to take some work. This is not time to rest. This is not a time to think that you can chill and the right choice is just going to happen. It's not the time to think that you can chill and make the right choice. No, you're going to make the right choice, but in making the right choice, it's going to take some work for you to continue or for you to fulfill your plans for the next step. Aquarian family members, as I talked about taking a road trip, and as I also talked about you taking control because you have everything that is needed to take control, the Spirit is saying you're having some difficulty with regard to money. And again, this is that money issue coming up. And the Spirit is saying, well, maybe a little road trip might help clarify your mind, help you get a little plan together that might work better for you than where you are right now. And if I look at this road trip, and as I look at this situation for you with a little more clarity, the Spirit is saying, because sometimes you're so into a situation, you can't see all the parameters. So sometimes when you step back from the situation, you can see clearly, because right now you are not balanced. Right now things are not balanced. Some things are going one way too much and not the other way. It's a little 60-40, 70-30 type of thing. So Aquarians, you're being observed by the Spirit. And the Spirit is advising you that perhaps you need to get away. And also expect there's going to be a structural change. there's going to be a structural change, or I should say the Spirit is saying that structural change, you're in the middle of it right now. That structural change is happening. That foundation, that whole, there's a change in your dynamics. There's a change in your living, in the way you're living. There's a change, Aquarians. As I look forward in your future position, I see good stuff. I mean, I see like wholesome living. I see like the things, your ambitions, your hopes, and your desires, you are going to achieve them. I do see that. So right now, this love thing has you a little bit distracted because it's taking up most of your energy. But I do see you coming out of it. And when you do make the right choice and you do come out of it, because the way the Spirit has laid the cards out, it does indicate a need for a choice and a decision, but it also, the way the cards are laid out, the Spirit is saying, but you are going to make the right choice and you are going to make the right decision. As far as money goes and building abundance, the Spirit has laid the cards out indicating that whatever you're doing for money, hang in there. Whatever you're doing for money, remain consistent. Because even though you may not see it right now, the consistency is right around the corner. It is in your future. The consistency is going to bless you. Consistency, remain consistent, remain focused. Don't jump off the ship right now. Don't change right now. Stay focused and keep going forward. The Spirit is saying, you know what, we know that some of these changes that you're going to make and some of these decisions that you're going to make, they are going to cause you some discomfort and some pain. Yes, it is. However, the Spirit is saying it's necessary. In addition, it's necessary for you to move on from that pain. So once you make your choice and once you're ready to go forward, deal with it. Deal with it. And I see particularly those of you that are dealing with this masculine energy. This masculine energy is going in a different direction. And this masculine energy going in a different direction, it is saying, the Spirit is showing me, the next card is saying that you're going to have to let some things end. So this ending and new beginning, this it's like a transformation. But in addition to a transformation, it has to do with you letting go of something. Like, in other words, you're in a three-way and you need to let go of something so you can go forward with your future plans or with plans for your future. Be mindful, Aquarians. Be mindful. Don't be selfish. Don't be only looking out for yourself. Do consider the other person. And while you are considering the other people or the other person, watch out for them, that they are not overwhelmingly selfish and only looking out for themselves as well. The Spirit is saying that once you make your decision and once you go forward, don't look back, don't change, don't go backwards. You really can't go backwards. You really don't have that much to go backwards to. The Spirit is showing me that. The Spirit is also showing me a masculine energy that is actually going in a different direction once again. And that masculine energy going in a different direction once again, that masculine energy is that wise person, that elder person. That could be you, and that could be something that you need to be attentive to, that perhaps this is connected to you making the right choice in your relationship, in addition to you actually focusing on your education, training, certification, licensure, and progress through learning. That's important. So this is all connected. Your learning is connected to your future. Your learning, if you focus on your education, it will probably help you make the right choice in your relationships. But I do see, boom, it's right in the center of your relationship. This is absolutely no doubt in my mind that some of you Aquarians are dealing with this necessity to make a decision, to make a choice, to allow one person to go so you can keep the other. Once again, Aquarian family members, I do see where some of you were thinking or are thinking right around this little time period, mid-month June. You're thinking about making a move to relocate. This is not the time to relocate. This is not the time to relocate. The Spirit is also showing me where some, people are not going to be happy for you. So I need to tell you that. I need to tell you that as you make the next choice, don't expect that everybody's going to give you a witness and say, yes, this was the right choice to make. No, not necessarily the case. However, I will say if you are perplexed about which choice to make, then make the choice of the newest love that actually came into your life. So the Spirit is showing me a new love, or showing me the love that came into your life. So there's a possibility that some of you are in a relationship and the relationship is beginning to go sour. The relationship is beginning to go in a different direction. It's not making you feel joyous. So the Spirit is saying, well, but there's love coming. So if you're willing and if you're interested in making the right choice, then the right choice could very well be the love that most recently came. This is a difficult decision to make. And as I said earlier, I have so many Aquarian friends, so I'm very sensitive to the energy for Aquarians. Aquarian family members, this has been a general reading for mid-month June 2017. I hope that some of the things that the Spirit has shown me and that I've mentioned to you in this general reading, I hope that some of the things have shed a light in a dark corner of your life and let you know that the Spirit is watching you and let you know that the Spirit is concerned about you. So if you'd like to book a private reading so that we can look at the specific energies that relate just to you, a private reading usually is about 20 to 45 minutes just looking at you individually. I'll be more than happy to provide a private reading. Please reach out to me through my email. That's one who sees for you, and that's a numeral 4, one who sees for you at yahoo.com. Aquarian family members, I look forward to hearing from you. Would love to provide a private reading for you. Some of these energies certainly are really, really serious and very interesting. So, and they're very real, because I remember this particular card talking about this is not a time to relocate. And so for some of you Aquarian family members, perhaps we should talk. Looking forward to talking to you and talking with you real soon. Thank you so much for listening. Bless you, Aquarians.